that Sanjeev is making on Infosys, TCS and Wipro, but Dish TV, first quarter performance, and then we'll go across to the management to discuss the quarter with them. Net loss has come in at 18.32 crore rupees versus a loss of 37 crore rupees. This is a quarter-on-quarter comparison. I'm presenting net sales are up 6.4% at 460 crore rupees versus 432 crore rupees. So that's the picture as far as Dish TV is concerned. Joining us this afternoon, Salil Kapoor, COO, that's Chief Operating Officer at Dish TV. Mr. Kapoor, good afternoon. Great to have you here on NDTV Profit. Let's just talk about the quarter, what it's been like. Higher subscription levels driving the revenue growth of 6%?
If you look at the overall acquisitions, we had about 725K in this quarter, which is about 13% higher than the numbers which we got in the first quarter last fiscal. So last fiscal, same quarter, we had 644. So 725K now, which is a 13% growth. Now this is a quarter which had no event. After World Cup, this quarter virtually had no event. IPL didn't take off. So these numbers are good. 13% growth is definitely nice and welcome. In the revenue terms, there's been a growth about 8%. It's about 392 crores versus 364 crores last quarter. This is quarter 4 of last fiscal. So there are positive things happening. On the EBITDA side, we are at 24.4% rather, as compared to 20.8%, which was in the last quarter. So all metrics moving up.
What about average revenues per user? Flat?
Yeah, so the ARPU is 150, and last quarter we saw the jump of around 8 rupees in one single quarter. There was a massive jump. So that was mostly coming up because of a lot of add-ons happening due to cricket, and also because of a lot of upgrade that we did of the internal subscribers. We've taken a breather in this quarter because you can't continuously go on upgrading the subscribers. So we're going to drive that, and there's going to be some price increase which we have seen in last quarter towards the end, which is going to have some effect now in this current quarter. So that's why there is a breather. It's good that we are, while everything else is moving up, the ARPU has sustained, while it has been continuously moving up in last, say, 6-7 quarters. This quarter it's almost there where it was last quarter, because we've taken a breather, and that's going to see some positive movement in the coming quarter. That's the Q2.
What about churn? Inching up? Customer churn?
Churn 1.1%. Yeah, 1.1% against 1% is definitely not a huge increase. We saw some floaters who came in during the World Cup and went out. So there is a definite drive to bring them back into the system. So we already have a process in place. So, but yes, there's been a slight increase. I mean, I call it very insignificant, 0.1% increase on month-on-month basis. But definitely, yes, there is a slight upward movement in churn.
New channel additions, there seems to be a continuous process, at least for now, in our country. Where does that place you in terms of negotiation with broadcasters? Has it been, a more trying couple of months than previously? I mean, just give us some sense of what that aspect of business, which doesn't necessarily get captured in numbers fair and square, has been like.
This particular aspect, and it's a good thing that you've asked this one, because usually in the financial discussions this doesn't come up, but this is that factor which actually drives your financials. We have about 315 channels and services on board, which is much higher than most of the competitors, and in some of as compared to some of the competitors, we are twice as much in terms of numbers of channels that we have on board. We also have 40 HD channels and services on board, and we have a large capacity with 3 satellites already there. So there's a huge capacity. We keep on continuously plan to add more and more channels as and when they are available. And with a 10.8 or almost 11 million subscriber base, it's a necessity for broadcasters to be on this platform, which is India's leading DTH platform.
Okay. Just, one other thing which I wanted to quickly focus on, which is, your selling and distribution expenses. Have you consciously held back on that? And will it stay this way for the rest of the year?
Yes, at certain places you get into the economies of scale. So we have slightly held back on the selling and distribution expenses. It's optimization in practice. So that's why you see some savings there, which have resulted positively to the bottom line, and that's why the losses which have been continuously coming down quarter-on-quarter basis were about 37 crores last quarter. This quarter they're around 18 crores only, and we're going into a positive direction towards a PAT positive situation maybe in the next quarter, or worst come worst maybe in the Q3 of this fiscal. Also, this controlling of sales and distribution expenses have resulted in the lowest ever SAC, that is subscriber acquisition cost. So we are at 2058 now, with last quarter it was 2224. So substantial positive movement, I would say, in that particular parameter.
Salil, Kapoor, thanks very much for joining us this afternoon. All the best for the quarters ahead, and hope to see you more frequently here on NDTV Profit. Thanks very much. Sanjeev, do